Hi, everybody. I'm Julie Beam. I'm the Executive Director of the Attachment and Trauma Network, and I'd like to take a couple of minutes and show you something really exciting to us, our new resource directory that we will be launching in November. For nearly 10 years, we've been dreaming about how we can do this to make our lists and the database that we have that are full of attachment-focused and trauma-informed professionals more accessible to the families and the educators of children who've been impacted by trauma so that they can find the resources that they need to help these children heal. So we were very fortunate this year to receive a grant from the Conrad and Hilton Foundation, and it's funding a lot of changes in our parenting program. But a really exciting one is that we spent the whole summer working on this resource directory, and it's in the beta testing stage right now, and it's going to be up and running very soon. It allows for users to sort by all kinds of categories and attributes, location and types of insurance taken and different modalities. It's really exciting. For all of our 25-year history at ATN, we have been providing ideas about how parents can find these kinds of resources for their children. And we know that this is going to be a highly visited place on our website when it launches. We've kept a manual list on our website for years, and that list we know hits well over 10,000 people a year just in this static list that doesn't show nearly what this directory is going to show. So what I want to do today is encourage you now, if you are a professional who's trauma informed and attachment focused, to go ahead and get a listing. The listings themselves are free, and we'll talk about premium listings and memberships as we're looking at the directory. But our goal is to get as many great professionals already in the directory so that when it launches in November, it will be chock full of the resources that these families are looking for. Let me share my screen so that you can see the directory. Awesome. So this is the main page that will be linked into our website. It currently is not there. If you go to the website, you will not find it, but it gives you the feel of the different categories that we have over here on the left in the turquoise, and some of the featured topics. These are just a handful of the featured topics. You'll see in a minute what I mean by that. If we pop in here, this is the easiest way for you to see the listings. So if you did a search from that main page, or if you just typed in the word go or hit enter, if you typed in go or enter, you'd pull up all the things that are in the database. Someday it'll be too big for that. Right now we have 41 organizations that are helping us test the database. So you can see just by scrolling down that you're seeing all of them. Some of them have photos or logos, some of them don't. Some of them have this really, our little logo over here that indicates they are professional members, and some of them do not. However, there's a lot of information about everybody, even the ones who are here in the free listing category. Their name, their organization, how to contact them, if they offer telehealth, because that's so critical to know these days. And clicking into the details, because this is where the action happens. Even on the free listings, we learn a lot about the professionals in the details. Their name, their location. You can decide whether you want to actually give your street address or not, but at least your city, state, and zip, so that people can locate that and know that you're nearby. Other credentials, all kinds of things based on your category. This happens to be a therapist, so we've asked all kinds of check boxes about modalities like TBRI or EMDR or CBT, and this person has selected these things that give more information if you're a parent or a caregiver or somebody who's looking for resources for a particular child, and you need, you can see in there the details about that. So that's what a free listing looks like, is all of that information based on those categories. If you were to decide to become a professional member of ATN, in addition to the member benefits that you would get what's called a premium listing. And let's go look at one of the premium listings here. Okay, Pam McNally at Respectful Ways. Pam has an organization that provides social and emotional learning, trauma-informed learning. So she's in the trauma-informed schools resources category up here at the top in the bar. And her listing, in addition to having all the little check boxes for the different attributes, also has some places that she can describe their practice, describe how they do what they do, what makes them trauma informed. You can opt to put a logo in or a photo in, and obviously connect to your website down here at the bottom, and it'll open another window and connect out to the website from there. So that's what a pro member is. And what happens in a search is that if they're searching, say, 50 miles from their house on a category, all of the people in that category that are 50 miles from their house will pop up, and the people who have the little member icons will pop up to the top, and then everybody else will be alphabetical after that. So that's the other nice added benefit. Our organization membership takes it one step further. Let me find an organization. Okay, up here at CALO. CALO has an organizational membership, and as you can see, they have a map, they have a video. They're pretty tricked out here. They have their logo, and then the other thing, the thing that really makes an organizational membership different in terms of what happens in the directory, is that you can list the practitioners, your key personnel here, who also then have their own listing. That if you click over, you have their information here as individuals. And I just clicked that, and I'm not sure exactly where that takes me. We'll go back out and go in again here. So that's and those people can have their listing information in there. So if you're a large entity or an organization that has locations or staff spread in different places, that might be something to look at. But regardless of what it is that you decide to do, I highly recommend that if you're providing services to children who are traumatized, to children who have attachment challenges, we would really love for you to be in the directory. I wanted to show you what the application looks like. This is how to apply. It also tells you a little bit about membership, so you can be making that decision. And we have a whole host of categories that your practice, your business can be under. You don't have to be a therapist or counselor. You don't have to be a treatment program. Those are two of the most common ones, but you could be any of these others. You can see right here where I am showing you that, and then the descriptions underneath. So what if I am a speech therapist or an occupational therapist, and I work a lot with sensory or other types of things to do with trauma? Well, here you go. This other therapies category is for you, and these are all the types of things and all the other modalities that you could be working in. Maybe you're working in somatic or sensory integration or neurofeedback, and there's all kinds of opportunities there. So the form is smart, and it changes with you depending on what category you pick. If you're working as a family support or caregiver support, maybe providing respite or coaching and training parents, or providing support groups or legal services or whatever, you can list that in here too, because people will be searching by those categories as well. Same with special education resources. If you're an advocate or an attorney or somebody who works in the realm of special ed, that's an excellent category for you. And if you are somebody who works specifically with training schools and helping schools and teachers in the coaching of trauma-informed strategies and care, there's a category for trauma-informed schools resources as well. So you pick the category, and then you can see that the form is smart enough to change and offer you up all the little pick lists of modalities or issues or services or the types of insurance you take if you're a professional that would take insurance. The object is to make this as useful for families and for people looking for resources as possible, and to give them a one-stop place to come to see that. So we know that you want to be there in that, and of course be able to link your website and where to go for even more information to that directory. So how do you do that if it's not live yet in November? Well, there is one thing live on our website that will take you right there, right here on the front page of our website. This is it, attachmenttraumanetwork.org. This is what it looks like when it comes in. Right here in the gray, sign up for your new to be in our new directory. This little box right here, more information here. You click that and it takes you right out to that form so that you can enter that. If you have any questions at all, please contact us right here at directory@attachedtrauma.org. That's directory@attachedtrauma.org. We're excited. We hope to see you there. Or just chat me here at the booth any questions that you might have, and we'll be happy to answer them as well. Thank you so much for watching this today, and thank you so much for what you do for the children who've been traumatized. Together, we're going to do a lot of great work building resilience.